Welcome to Guyana 411. This week we take a look at the spin-off effects from the Cooperative Republic of Guyana's 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations, from igniting a return of national pride and the future economic benefits to the transformation of the capital city of Georgetown. The Golden Jubilee celebrations have reawakened the spirit of national pride in all Guyanese. This was evident in so many ways during the Jubilee Independence celebrations.
The return of hope and national pride has fueled excitement for many Guyanese who took to the task of decorating their houses, cars, yards, streets, businesses, and every other possible area to usher in the grand celebrations of Guyana's 50th independence anniversary in this year of national renaissance. There is no doubt that the celebration of Guyana's Golden Jubilee of Independence in all its shape and forms have returned to Guyana that spirit which has been lacking for many years.
The Golden Jubilee has brought out something to all of us, that we could celebrate together. We could sing, we could laugh, we could dance, we could enjoy each other's company. Not as six different peoples, six different races, but that we are all one people, one Guyanese nation, with one obsession, one passion, and that is that we should be united and that we should all consider ourselves as citizens of our common homeland.
The celebration of Guyana's 50th independence anniversary has certainly proven true to the characterization of Guyanese as the most patriotic and hospitable people. The fluttering golden arrowhead in the midday sun at the Durban Park is seen as a sign of hope for all Guyanese. This hope translated into thousands of Guyanese packing the stands at the Durban Park to witness the hoisting of the golden arrowhead.
I know how much it means to each and every one of them. And I know that those memories they will cherish, and they will share the photographs with their children and their grandchildren, because they were part of history and they've all contributed to the success of Guyana at 50.
The young and the not so young took months to prepare for this grand celebration. Thousands of Guyanese from all of Guyana joined the many persons coming from overseas, and they were all excited to show their patriotism.
I'm back for this 50th and I feel nice because I can remember when the Queen came to Guyana and then coming back home in the years ago. It was so terrible. The place was nasty, and I feel nice coming and see the country so clean and everybody just together.
I'm enjoying everything out here. I'm feeling excited. I was already excited from the beginning of the year. I'm enjoying everything here, man. This is Jubilee. This is freedom. I'm having fun. We ain't giving up the mountain. We ain't giving up no trees. We ain't giving up the river. I love that. We ain't giving up anything. We're enjoying everything. We have to benefit from everything here.
I'm so happy and proud because I am 50 also. 2 weeks before now, I turned 50. So every celebration for this month is my celebration.
I think it was great. I'm from the USA, and it's just a lot of people coming together. It was really warm. Everybody was happy. I thought it was great. Huge celebration. It's a big accomplishment to be independent.
In each region of Guyana, Guyanese showed their love for country. They all decorated their houses, streets, and communities. They also joined in the celebration with their own flag-raising ceremonies as Guyana turned 50.
I saw it come for sec. Sweeter than sugar, nicer than spice. When you cook a curry, put a pepper and spice. When you eat a saltfish, you eat it with rice. Not you prefer the saltfish alone. And when you eat it down to the bone, 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 boom. Guyana nice. I saw it come for sec. I saw it come for sec. I saw it come for sec. It is a land of many waters, and we have a lot of pretty daughters. Currency 200 to 1. When you go down there, you have enough fun. Man and a woman just a frolic in the sun, sun, sun. Boom! Guyana nice. I saw it come for sec.
The Golden Jubilee of Independence celebrations went beyond the fun and frolic, the singing and merriment. It also brought economic benefits for Guyana, from the ordinary Guyanese walking and selling to large hotel establishments.
Guyana's 50th independence anniversary was not going to be just another celebration. In light of its significance, the people and government were determined to make it unforgettable. $300 million was budgeted to cater for the event. There were loud cries of overindulgence, but the government's position was that a milestone achievement would provide more opportunities and have long-term positive economic benefits.
It's going to take you money. And $300 million is 1.5 million US. Peanuts. Peanuts for a 50th anniversary celebration. You ask how much Barbados is spending? I don't know why we are so small-minded and petty. 300 million, 1.5 million US on a 50th, historic 50th anniversary. How many of us here will ever see the next 50? Well, not me, not you. The multiplier effect for $300 million, I don't know what it is, but even at 0.2, that's an extra $60 million. The multiplier effect means that I pay somebody a salary, then somebody uses a salary to go and pay something, and you keep going on. And then part of it gone into Palm Court or something, Then, this $300 million may bring another $300 million from overseas. And of course, we know it's going to be far more, because I learned to have new flights put on and so on.
Many Guyanese returning home for the celebration would have purchased craft and other items to take back with them. So not only did the craftsmen see increased sales, but Guyanese craft is being introduced to a wider market. The visitors would have also frequented restaurants and other corner shops and food stands, looking for genuine Guyanese foods and cakes like salara and cassava pone. Lots of memorabilia sold not only by established businesses, but young men and women who otherwise might not have been gainfully employed. Long before May, hotels were reporting that they were fully booked for the Jubilee celebration period. This would be the first time in a long while the hotels were filled to capacity.
Well spent, because you have to spend money to earn money. You have to spend to earn. We spent a lot of money too, but then we're getting the return. The Guyana needs a Jubilee every year because the business has been overwhelming. We have never sold so much, and I'm out here for like 18 years. It has never been like this.
I think it was good for the long dry season that we really had. In terms of, the economy was down for about 30%. I think it did give us a boost. And for me, I wish that it had prolonged like for another month or so, which would, enable a lot of us to be able to move forward.
Visitors and business persons alike would like to see similar activities on a continuing basis.
As I told Minister Cathy Hughes, we need to grab this, run with it, and have something every year. Because when you ask people when they're coming back, we're coming back for next year independence. So we really need to do something about it. A lot of the people are back, born back 30 years, 45 years, 25 years, and they're excited. The place is nice and clean. I'm appealing to Cathy and the other authorities to let's make this the start of something new. Let's grab it and run with it because it's important, and Guyanese are excited to come back and to enjoy.
I'm a resident of Toronto, and it was very invigorating, and the Jubilee celebration has left a very lasting and dynamic effect on me. Being born in Linden and being back home to see the different, enjoying the cultures and all the other aspects of the celebration.
So the Golden Jubilee of Independence celebration was not only to mark the milestone achievement, it was also about marketing Guyana and what it has to offer, and creating economic opportunities for her people.
The transformation of Georgetown for the independence celebrations has set the standard for how the capital city should look, not just for a period of time, but the way it should be at all times.
One of the first programs the APNU plus AFC embarked on when they came into office was to clean up the city. A plan was rolled out for the transformation of the capital city. The first major works began with the restoration of the Brigham Independence Arch. Roadways were being rehabilitated, canals were cleared, drains and alleyways cleaned, bridges repaired, streetlights were being fixed. The city slowly began to take on a new look and feel, and some would even say it started to smell fresh. Even the Stabroek Market received a much-needed facelift, vendors were relocated and garbage cleared. The Parliament building and surrounding areas were also cleaned and rehabilitated.
There is a short-term, medium-term and a long-term plan as to the beautification of Parliament buildings. We want to restore Parliament buildings to what we knew it was many, many years ago. And so with the effort of the Horticulture Society, the input of the Mayor and City Council and citizens, we are also appealing to them to ensure that when they use these pavements, they use it properly, no littering, no loitering, no hanging of bags on the fence and so.
The Durban Park was then targeted for a major Jubilee project.
We all saw Durban Park had become a green space, but more like a green forest. It's time that it fulfills its social responsibility. I mean, the communities of lodge and work in Russell, so people can go, in my view, sit out, jogging, walking, playing games, and so we're right now trying to, in the first phase, make it into kind of a promenade. And later on, we're going to see how we can transform it into becoming a functional green space, like I said, where we might have some food concessions and we may have a jogging track, volleyball, basketball, some cricket, or even five-a-side football goals. But it should be the people's area. It provides leisure space, relaxation space for people. So that's the process.
These efforts was supported by many businesses and private individuals. They too began to clean up their environments and communities.
Our major focus at this time is rendering immediate and near immediate assistance to communities that are involved in their own cleanup and drainage exercises, as well as creating those interventions wherever necessary to help with immediate community cleanup exercises.
People began to refer to what was happening as the cleanup fever. Several areas were prioritized for cleaning.
We have been able in Lane Avenue, West Rheinbelt area to provide infrastructure in terms of provide equipment, trucks, bobcats, excavators, wherever necessary to help them with their own drainage and cleanup exercises. We've intervened in Middleton Street, Campbellville. We have been doing some sterling work in that area, in Beefield, Sophia, even now, helping with the trench cleaning or canal cleaning exercises, as well as the carting away of debris and stuff that residents and community-minded people have put together in terms of their cleanup exercises.
As the transformation of Guyana's capital city unfolded, it was realized that the fresh look needed to be sustained, and that to do so, all citizens would have to be involved.
What we want to have, I suppose immediately after this and even during this exercise, is the kind of public support that we've been getting from some communities to recognize, first of all, that it's their community and they live there. They will inherit either a flooded area or a well-drained area. And it's pertinent that they work at ensuring that those obstacles and debris and whatever else are properly disposed of.
The clean state of communities was welcomed not only by the residents, but by many Guyanese who returned home for the 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. Now, the work continues. The government aimed to have Georgetown return to its former status of the Garden City of the Caribbean. And the cleanup fever has spread to other parts of the country. Communities across the nation are also being made clean and environmentally friendly.
I was raised for 5 years, which is 17 North Road border. They have improved on the mall. I see that they're doing a lot of improvement. Prior to that, 3 years ago, it was a total dump. So I was happy with that. And also with the market, I see that they cleaned up a lot, with the relocating the vendors, which was good.
1978 was the last time I visited here. I've noticed a lot of things with regards to the transformation of things from the past and what's going on presently. Like I said, a very lasting and dynamic effect on me, which motivates me even want to move back to Guyana to live.
I think it's a good job well done in terms of cleaning the city.
Okay, so
Because yes, we need to keep it clean instead of, doing it again. We need to continue to keep the city clean. And that will cost money. So once we're able to get business, it will enable us to pay our taxes and, to help the council to keep the city clean.
No one will dispute that living in a clean environment has many benefits. It is healthier, children can have access to clean open spaces, elderly folks can relax in a park. It also makes a person feel good about their community and their country. Also, as Guyana prepares to host heads of government of CARICOM countries in July, we will not need to get into a fluster to clean up Georgetown. It has already been done.
Ghana's 50th independence anniversary will also have long-lasting benefits for the indigenous peoples. These benefits will help them to become economically independent.
To mark this golden milestone, 212 indigenous communities would have been eligible to receive up to $2 million to embark on projects by the end of 2016. Some 39 communities have received their grants to commence their projects. These projects range from expansion of village farms, aquaculture, cattle and poultry rearing, eco-lodge, guest house, village office and shops and markets, landmark benabs, factories and purchasing of transportation for agricultural purposes.
The villages and communities we are responsible for, like I said, number 212, and the population vary from 35 to 4,950 based on the latest available estimates. Of those 212 villages and communities, 38 have so far submitted and had approved their contracts, their proposals, and funding would have by now been released with respect to each of these 38 villages and communities. If you look at Region 1, for example, they are looking at transportation, which is critical to their village. They're looking at construction of what they refer to as a catwalk, which is a fairly long bridge, tens of meters long, to facilitate the movement of ATVs carrying persons and goods. In other communities, they are looking at landmark projects such as the construction of multipurpose halls, refurbishing and construction of guest houses, and some people are looking at their village economies, and they're looking at fishing ventures, economic ventures involving fishing. Some are looking at the importance of communication and availability and access to information. So some villages are looking at internet connections as the areas where they are going to invest this Jubilee grant.
This initiative was designed to create economic independence within indigenous communities and to remove the culture of receiving handouts.
I think every ministry tapped into this Jubilee year for doing something for their community, for their ministry, and for us, for the villages. We have only so much of our officers there, and I think it is because of that, the slowness, the pace which we would have liked to have happening did not happen as was planned. However, things have, some communities have already been going, and they're looking at doing two things. Some of them they had original plans, and then they came back to ask for a change. They said, well, it is for you to make that decision. The money is there. You will have to decide. As long as it has something for you to remember for this year, that will be a benefit coming to you. And you must always think about how this is going to propel you into economic strength. And we have so many, it has to be based on community effort, because you have communities that has persons with the knowledge. They need to be pulled into the pool to give advice, be a manager, be a special person there, like the specialist, because we have them there, but it's just the opportunity. So we're hoping that this opportunity now will propel into the next level.
The farming community of 4 Miles will receive $1.2 million to facilitate the construction of a marketplace where the residents can market their produce. This community is located in the Port Kaituma sub-district of Region 1, is the gateway to the mining areas within the region. Additionally, Batavia, a Riverine Region 7 community, will be purchasing a boating engine for multipurpose use within the community.
What we have proposed, what we have applied for to the ministry for the Jubilee Grant, 2016 Jubilee Grant, is 75 horsepower engine, because right now we don't have a village transportation, and if you do use private transportation, it's very expensive.
These projects are developed based on consultation by the village leaders with the residents. After consultations, the project is then sent to the ministry for approval and funds are subsequently disbursed.
The villages will present to the ministry proposals specific to what the village council and the villagers in general determine to be of importance to their own village economies and to their own village life upliftment.
These communities also benefit from training in the area of management, transparency and accountability to ensure that these projects are properly managed and executed.
Essentially, the ministry offers a supporting service to the villages, where if there is a capacity difficulty, then the village leaders will travel out, or the officers from the ministry will visit the villages and will assist in the preparation of the project proposals in accordance with the wishes of the village leaders, and those will then be processed. Having been processed, they engage the attention of the tender board, the approval is done, and the funds are disbursed. Each village is a body corporate. It has legal status. Councillors are elected, tushas are elected. The trend that is emerging now is that in each village council, a person is assigned responsibility for specific sectors. And of course, there's a treasurer. So there's a governance structure that is rooted in law. How do we as a ministry come into the picture? We come into the picture by lending the support in the area of training, lending the support in the area of providing guidance and advice if called upon to so do. Within recent times, there have been training programs in governance involving accounting, involving reporting. There have been training programs with respect to legislations that touch the lives of indigenous people.
These projects will have a long-lasting positive impact on the livelihood of the residents and the communities.
Guyanese culture and the artists came to the fore during the celebrations. The platform has now been set for local talent to rise to international fame.
Guyanese at home and in the diaspora now have more than a lasting impression of culture and the arts, even as the hype of the Jubilee celebrations fades. Local talent received major recognition during the celebration, and they will now be challenged with maintaining the level of consistency revealed during the 50th celebrations.
We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one caress, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow and never break.
Welcome to the land of many faces. Not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun gets your skin, you're in the right place. Guyana, oh, that's my beautiful country. Guyana, one people, one nation, one destiny.
Till the death of me, gotta salute the 592. So I salute the 592. I wouldn't be a trooper had I not been raised by you. I gotta salute the 592, my imperfect paradise. Let me tell him the truth about the place I started dreaming, the place that fuels my drive, place I find peace yet makes me lose my mind. Face so many trials, by faith we still survive, and even through the bad times, nothing but good vibes. That special place I'll forever be attached to. Some make it out of, but always gotta come back to. Mirror flowers from the Garden City, 83,000 square miles and beyond. I bet they all feel me. I bleed 5 colors, that golden arrowhead tatted on my heart. Never switching up, been that way from the start. And I ain't gotta pretend, just a 4-word story, loyal to the end. And I won't even try, cause I fail in my search. Can't find a place on earth like the place of my birth. So from Regent Street to Rama's Peak, we gotta all stand up and salute. And you know that I'll be.
On the Atlantic coast, the Atlantic breeze, sit under the coconut tree. Take a ride to Barbies, you see some amazing things, fresh fruits and things. Let's fish and you won't believe. Go down to Latham, find scene of the Savannah, plenty mountains from afar. Look up and you can see the stars. Take a wine, take a wine, take a wine.
A massive showcase of music, dance, filmmaking and book publications revealed the best of Guyanese talent. The local music industry took the lead in modernizing the production of national songs and making them markable. Artists had their chance to thrill thousands with original pieces. Those in the theatre and filmmaking business made their mark in a collaborative effort that produced 8 short films, and there was the staging of plays such as Playing Chess with a Blind Man. A series of Guyanese plays which have been produced during the Jubilee has set the stage for the theatre and revealed that Guyanese films and plays could receive excellent reviews on the international scene. Dance has now become one of the biggest attractions in our culture and will continue to be since genres of music are now being explored, further diversifying and defining our culture. This year, where everything is Jubilee, renowned Guyanese diplomat Sir Sridhat Ramphal made his contribution with Guyana in the World, the first 50 years and the Predatory Challenge, a book that captures Guyanese's first 50 years as an independent nation. Artists and craftsmen made their contribution to the legacy by including celebratory 50th logos to their creations. Some of these items will serve as keepsakes and souvenirs to tourists and citizens. Another major contribution to the legacy of the 50th Jubilee celebration is the Winston Craig Piece, a sculpture donated to the National Arts Gallery by the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited.
Let me hear you all.
The legacy of the creative and performing arts is a symbol of hope that the arts industry would expand and become more diverse in the next 50 years. National Cultural Policy Consultant Ruel Johnson says arts have an integral role to play in fixing our problems. That role cannot be fulfilled if there is no proper environment.
So from the city to the hinterlands, this news will be heard. Love is the message we send. Many we're one, forever standing strong, singing the song. I sense a new day. Let's open the eyes. In love with this feeling, hope it never dies. One people, one nation, just love on the side. For the rest of our days, Guyana, make up our minds and say that this is a moment in our time for all golden children. Our moment to shine. Our moment to shine. Our moment to shine.
Thanks for watching Guyana 411. Do join us again next week. Remember, you can contact us on Facebook or YouTube. Thank you for watching.